So the speaker chair idea came from when I was working with a little girl. She was a student that came to a field trip to the Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame and Museum. She was hard of hearing. She had hearing aids on, and she had an interpreter with her. And as I was doing the instrument demonstration, I had the upright bass, and the little girl walks up, and I showed her how to pluck the strings. And then after that, I asked her to put her hand on the body of the bass, and then I just started thumping on it and playing it. And she just lit up, her face just lit up. And so I started talking to the lady that was her interpreter at the time, started asking some questions about, how she acts in music class. Does she get to experience that? And some different things. We didn't have to get to talk very long because they were on a field trip, right? But anyway, it got my mind thinking, and I did a lot of research trying to find out how hard of hearing, hearing impaired people experience music. So in all of my studies, I found where people were using some speakers to feel vibrations, but mostly that was to feel the vibrations that other people were playing. So other people playing music. And I couldn't really find where anybody was actually had some kind of a speaker vibration system for an actual person playing their own instrument to be able to feel the vibrations that they're playing, whether they are deaf and can't hear anything, or whether they're hard of hearing, or whatever that looks like. So I couldn't quit thinking. I looked and researched, tried to find it. I could not find anything. So I've come up with this idea of the speaker chair. And so I'll show you how this works a little bit. So first of all, my brother Todd and I had to work on modifying this chair. This is an old chair. You can see it's been outside, no big deal. We actually had to take the arms off of it because if you're a musician, as I'll show you here in a minute when I grab a guitar, you don't want arms on there getting in your way to try to play an instrument. So we took the arms off. So it was very, very difficult to be able to find a chair and modify it like this, but we did it because the chair needs to be that cloth or whatever that material is so that you can feel the vibrations between it. It can't just be any old chair. So we found the right chair. We took off the arms. The speakers were a speaker system that I had, and you can see how this speaker hooks up to the back. It's just strapped on for now, although later on, as I'm working on it, developing it more, I'll probably put something else to make it even more secure. There's a plug-in. Works the exact same difference on the bottom. I'm just not going to flip it over for you right now to show you, but you get the idea. If you come down here, you can see how that speaker is strapped onto the bottom. So the idea is for a person to be able to feel the vibrations on the bottom and the back. So you get that idea. And then also what we're adding to that would be for them to feel the vibrations also from their chest. If they choose to do this, then we're going to add this right here around you. You get the idea here. It's gonna, this is a little speaker that's actually got a battery in it and it charges up. So this Velcro just holds it to their chest. I'm going to be able to plug in, come out of my little mixer right here. I can plug anything with a pickup in it. So today I'm going to be showing you an acoustic guitar with a pickup in it. You can plug into this. It's going to come out of here. One wire will go into the back speaker. One wire will go into that speaker. And I actually have a splitter. Another wire will go into this speaker. And then we'll be able to feel from the back, bottom, and the chest. So, all right, so what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna show you how this works. So obviously this is plugged in on the back of this as you would have with any amplifier. It's gonna have a way to come out of it. This is gonna be the splitter where I actually take the cords. So here's one of the speakers. You see, I'll plug in here, or actually might just plug both of these into this splitter. And then the other speaker cable, also come over here, plug into this. And then I have this, come over here to get a cable. This 1/4 inch output will go into the chest speaker. So, before I get that, okay, so what I'm gonna do is come out of my guitar, which has a pickup built into it, and I'm gonna plug in to this mixer. For right now, I'm gonna make sure and just turn that all the way down, turn it on, but this volume is all the way down right now. So, what I'm gonna try to do is go ahead and add my speaker to the chest. All right, let's go ahead and put the speaker on my chest and take this wire, plug it in. Maybe I need to plug the wire in before I put it on. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this speaker on. This is actually a speaker you can charge. No, this is the fire on. All right. This here, this here. Okay. Now I do have a volume right here that I can control later. I'm gonna get the other two working first. So, pick up my guitar. I wanna wear the strap I can. I'm gonna lean against the back. So it's a little bit awkward just because this speaker here is on my chest. And obviously you don't have to use a speaker on your chest, or I can actually, I might just try to pick it up a little bit more so that the guitar will fit on the bottom of it. All right, we'll try that. So, obviously, if somebody was gonna try it, somebody would be helping them do all of this. The person themselves could do this on their own after they learn how, but you can tell how kind of awkward it is to do. If somebody knows how to use it, they can help a person sit down, hook everything up, give them the guitar, the speaker, the whole deal. So, this is on. So technically, if I turn this up, I should get some, yeah, you hear the volume coming from the speakers on the chair right now. I'm gonna get those set first. And I can feel it. I can feel it coming from my back and the bottom. And that chord actually feels different than the first one, which is really cool. That chord feels different. That's the amazing thing about this. I didn't know if that was gonna work, but the chords feel different, the vibrations feel different. I don't know how it works, but it does. So when I play this G chord, when I go to a C, it feels different. It has a different feel to it. I'm surprised that it works like that, but it's awesome that every one of those chords had a little bit different feel to them. And I don't know how it works. All right, we're gonna see if we can get this chest speaker. And there it is. Yeah. This one's not as strong. Obviously the speaker's smaller. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, there it is. Now I'm getting it from all sides, bottom, back, and the front from this speaker. Nah, we don't want that. But so that's the idea behind the speaker chair, is for anybody that is hard of hearing, hearing impaired, whether they're deaf or hard of hearing, would be able to feel the music that they are creating. This is a guitar, obviously, that I'm playing. Anything with a pickup. So while we're talking about that, I'm going to go ahead and show you something else, if I can do this. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and turn the guitar down, but I want to show you while we're at it. It'll also work with a tiny little speaker like this would work. If I'm putting it on the end of a flute or some kind of wind instrument, this could be mounted on the end. It should work just like a microphone. They should be able to feel those vibrations. If they are going to sing, it should be the same difference if they wanted to sing, speak, or whatever. So let's try this out while we're at it. This would work basically the same way as this small microphone, except this small microphone has to have what we call phantom power. So it actually has to go through another little piece, but I'm not going to worry about showing you that right now. I'll just show you with this one. All right, so this is hooked up. I'm going to sit all the way back so I can feel it. All right, so let's see. There it is.
Hey, 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 check, check, check. I'm gonna turn this first one down. Yeah, I can feel it on the bottom. Check, 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 and the back. And now the chest.
So I have control over the chest. I can adjust the volume right here in front of me. I can actually turn the volume up or down on the speakers, but for now I have them. These two speakers back and bottom are the same signal, so I can't, for now, I'm gonna figure it out later, this is something I'll add later, is where I could turn the bottom up louder if I wanted, or the back up louder, or make them however feels best for me. Right now, they're exactly the same, but I'll work on where we can get it to where I can turn the bottom up separate, the back up separate, and the chest up. So somebody could basically just adjust them all until they like the way that it feels. To me, I can't imagine being deaf or hard of hearing, but I can't imagine if they haven't been able to experience music through sound, the music that they are creating through sound. This would be really, really neat and fun and something new and unique and different for somebody to experience music in another way. Again, what I like about it is that when I play different chords, it had different vibrations. That means as they learn chords or as they sing or when they change notes, whatever instrument it is that they're playing, they should be able to feel a little difference between pitches and chords, which is going to allow them to experience really close, creating music for themselves and being able to feel that vibration. I think hopefully will be super cool. That's the idea, and I'm sticking to it.